Hello. I'm just going to run through all four rules with fractions. So if you're adding, you would do, say you're doing 3/4 plus 1/5. You'd do exactly what you did, which was turn them all into, so they've got the same denominator, and that equals 19/20. If you were subtracting, so you were doing 3/5 minus, 3/4 minus 1/5, you would do the denominators the same. Minus 4/20 is 11/20. If you were dividing, you'd start off the same again. Just get a nice different colour. If you're dividing, say you're doing 3/4 divided by 1/5, you'd get the denominators the same, 15/20 divided by 4/20. And you're trying to see, remember, how many of these fit into here. So what you actually get is 15/4, which will be 3 3/4. Now, if you're multiplying, let me just make that a little bit smaller, move it out of the way. If you're multiplying, it's the only one where you go, say, 3/4 of a fifth, or 3/4 times a fifth. It's 3 times 1/4 times 5, so that's 3/20. It's a little bit like having, if you think about it, 1/5 here, and you want 3/4 of it, so you're going to cut it into quarters first of all. So let's see if we can do this. So cut everything into quarters, there you go. So if we were trying to find, say, 1/4, just move that up there. So if we were trying to find 1/4 of 1/5, so that's 4/4, so 1/4 of 1/5 would be that, would be 1/20, and 3/4 would be 3 times that, so 3/4 of 1/5 is 3/20. You don't need to worry about that, and you don't need to worry about that. You can just remember that you're cutting it into the 20th, so you've got to do 4 times 5, and you want 3 of them. I don't know if that helps or hinders. We can always talk about it next time. So this question is the same as an equation. If you were solving this, that equals 28. Remember, you can do the same thing to both sides. I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can solve that on paper. Right, welcome back. Hopefully what you got was, you want to get the y on its own because you want y equals, so if we subtract 3 from both sides, we end up with, that is 25. I've done the same to both sides, so it's still an equation. And if we divide both sides by 5, 5y divided by 5 is just y, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. Here's our answer. Now, where this is different from that is just in the symbol. Is less than 28. We treat it the same as an equation. So 5y, take 3 away from both sides, it behaves exactly the same, so y is less than 5. Finally, I wanted to just talk about this. This is absolutely fine, what you've done, but there is a slightly more efficient way to do it. So as you can see, you've already got the longest side, and you know that these two, the square of these smaller sides makes that longest side. So what I can do is realise that 7 squared minus 5 squared, all square rooted, is going to get me straight to the answer, 4.9. It's good to start getting efficient about these things.